Everyone. I am Bahonahe Flair May, 21 years old. My birthday is on March 26, 1999. My motto, life is short, so choose happiness. So before I will start my report, so let me summarize. So when we say customer perception, Amethyst driving pricing has become the dominant approach to pricing in many industries. The most popular and academically sound approach to measuring customer perceptions of value and conjoint analysis. So when we say conjoint analysis, exchange value calculators and economic price optimization are the three dominant approaches to setting prices. Using these three approaches, executives can address an overwhelming majority of their price setting challenges. So, one of the key issues in selecting a price setting approach is the market maturity. Exchange value calculators tend to dominate price setting challenges with revolutionary products. Conjoint analysis tends to dominate price setting challenges with differentiate and evolutionary markets. So one of the key issues in selecting a price setting approach is the market maturity. Exchange value calculators tend to dominate price setting challenges with revolutionary products. So conjoint analysis tends to dominate price setting challenges with differentiated and evolutionary markets. So economic price optimization tends to dominate pricing discussions for commodity products in mature markets. Um, Conjoint studies require identifying which is attribute definition, stimulus presentation, response measurement, evaluation criterion, and last, data analysis. Attributes can include physical attributes, performance, benefits, and psychological positioning. So, products can be presented to participants in a variety of ways. The more popular forms of stimulus presentation include verbal descriptions, paragraph descriptions, or pictorial representations. So, my topic is all about price to benefits map. So, when we say if in a price to benefits map, products are positioned according to their perceived prices on the vertical axis against their perceived benefits on the horizontal axis. It is a visual representation of how customers perceive the value trade-offs. So, um, when we say price to benefits map, it is a directly related to both exchange value models and conjoint analysis. So, I will show you a exhibit which is a sketch of price to benefits of sedans. So, for that, we can demonstrate a price to benefits map with the automobile sedan market. In designing and positioning, as you can see, first Tata Nano executives at Tata Motors have deliberately attempted to market a sedan that provides little more than basic transportation. Um, Customers can be expected to perceive the Tata Nano as having both the fewest benefits and the lowest price of sedans on the market. Um, in contrast, executives at Bentley have deliberately strive to deliver the most luxurious sedan on the market, with the Flying Spar. They have worked to give the Flying Spar superb performance, comfort, sound, and aut- automation. Automation. To name a few dimensions of benefits, the customers of Bentley Flying Spar may even perceive that the sedan confers status upon them because of its impressive features. Uh, it can be expected that customers would perceive the Bentley Flying Spar as having um, not only of the highest prices on the commercial market, but also the highest level of benefits that can be had in a commercially available sedan. So between these two extremes, there are several other sedans such as um, Chevrolet Malibu, Lexus LS, and BMW 7 Series. Each of these sedans offers different levels of benefits in terms of safety, uh, performance, um, luxury, and status. Uh, if we were to measure the perceived benefits of these sedans and plot them against the perceived prices, and the result are likely to resemble. So next, uh, value equivalence line. So in our sketch of the perceived price against perceived benefits in the sedan market, products are positioned along a line. So this line called the value equivalence line. So as you can see in the sketch, um, so we have perceived price, perceived benefits, value disadvantage, value advantage, zone of indifference, equivalence. So let me discuss the value equivalence line. Uh, it is depicted as lying along 45-degree angle, but it need that be. So the angle is somewhat arbitrarily dependent upon the metric of benefits. So moreover, the value place of different levels of benefits varies between markets. So in the simplest approach, executives will use observe market prices and specific product attributes to define the benefits metric in constructing a price to value plot. So, the most appropriate technique for drafting the price to value plot will depend on the strategic question being addressed and the availability of data. Mm, Regardless of the technique used to identify the metric of perceived benefits, the qualitative concept is similar. Prices tend to increase in proportion to benefits. So, for that, let me discuss first the zone of indifference. So, when we say zone of indifference, it is a may arise due to the inability of products to exhaust the value equivalence line and challenges in customer purchase decisions. So, in making purchase, customers may be benefit bracketed or price bracketed. Benefit or price brackets can prevent them from easily switching products when alternatives are distant in their position to one another on the price benefits map. So, mm, bra- a zone of indifference. It is a small variation in perceived price or benefits around the value equivalence line, often have negligible effects on sales value. So, there is a zone of indifference around the value equivalence line. So, prices of products may be able to increase slightly above the value equivalence line without having a measurable effect on sales. So, examples of issues that can give rise to price brackets are budget constraints or credibility issues. So, customers suffering from budgetary constraints may be forced to make do with the best available product below a certain price points. So, um, not all products with all markets will fall within the zone of indifference. Outside of the zone of indifference lie the value advantage zone and value disadvantage zone. So, uh, products lying in the value advantage or disadvantage zones are either priced significantly lower or higher than the corresponding levels of benefits as perceived by customers. So next, value advantage. So when we say value advantage, it is a product that can be created when firms choose to price aggressively, thus providing more benefits than expected at a given price, or when a product is enhanced with added features and benefits, but the price is not changed. In other case, positioning a product in the value advantage area on the price the benefits map implies that the product provides unexpected excess value in comparison to the price. So, value advantage, um, it is a products that deliver far more benefits than the price extracted are said to be value advantage. Uh, Alternatively, positioning a product as a value advantage is sometimes purposely executed to take market share. Uh, in general, firms should not position their product as value advantage unless they hold a concurrent cost advantage or perceive that the action will deliver a future cost advantage in the form of an economy of scale, scope, or learning. So, when the firm has a cost advantage over its competitors, it may endure a price battle with a greater help that the industry's average competitor, enabling it to emerge from a temporary in a better position. So, last, the value disadvantage. Um, when we say value disadvantage, it is a products that can be created when the positions a product with many features and benefits at a high price, but customer perceive little value from these attributes. So value disadvantage, it is a positioning can also arise from changes in the competitive landscape that leave a product misaligned in terms of price and benefits. So a product position in the value disadvantage area typically suffers from lost market share. So value disadvantage. The products may be deliberately positioned as value disadvantage um, due to a market segmentation strategy. Some segments within the market may prefer a certain combination of benefits that are not valued by others. So, for example of this, um, both the Bentley Silver Spar and the Porsche 911 GT2 are priced relatively high, about $170,000 and $194. So, respectively, the Porsche should be value disadvantage for a sedan customer, while the Bentley Silver Spar would be value disadvantage for the coupe customer. So, when the market can be segmented along the lines of different benefits categories, it is often best to generate specific price to benefits maps for the independent market segments, rather than just one for the market as a whole to be a better identify product positioning. Uh, so next, customer perceptions. Because it is a customer who purchase product, it is often best to consider product positions from a customer perspective. So, if a customer perceive a product to be priced to value, then it will sell in the proportion to the number of customers who are willing to pay and the stated price for that level of benefits. So, customer perceptions, in a different customer may hold widely different perceptions regarding product positions. So, this dispersion may arise from a segmentation strategy, but it often arises due to challenges in positioning a product. So, when it is, executives may have an opportunity to address the challenges and therefore improve their profitability. And that's all